Days of silence, doubt, and criticism. But today, everything changed. Something just happened in Miami that made even the most skeptical fans stop and go, hold up. Could this be the start of something big? There was heart, there was strategy, and most of all, there was soul. But what went down behind the scenes? That's even crazier. You're not going to believe what we've got today. So sit back, hit that like button, and let's dive right into it. Subscribe to the channel so we can hit 1,000 and show the strength of this Dolphins fan base. You know when a team really gets tested? When nobody believes anymore. That's when the Miami Dolphins showed they still got life, pride, and that fire burning deep inside. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium, in front of a crowd expecting another meltdown, the Dolphins stepped onto the field and for the first time in weeks, played like a group that refused to die. And the face of that comeback? Tua Tagovailoa. The guy who'd spent the whole week getting called inconsistent, fragile, emotionally unstable. But on Sunday, he silenced every critic the only way that matters with performance. Imagine waking up on game day with your eyes swollen shut, not knowing if it's an allergic reaction or an infection. Most players would have sat out. But not Tua. The man threw on a visor for the first time in his career and took the field. With one mission, to prove the Dolphins' season wasn't done yet. And what he did was unreal. 20 completions on 26 attempts, 4 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. 77% accuracy, 205 yards. Pure command from start to finish. And it wasn't just his arm, it was his heart. Every snap felt like a message to the doubters. That 43-yard rocket to Waddle in the second half wasn't just a play, it was a statement. That connection screamed, "We're still here." The stadium, loud early on, got quieter and quieter as Miami pulled away, up 24-3 by the third quarter. But what really made this team click was something fans had been begging for: adjustments. Mike McDaniel, who'd been hammered for his predictable schemes, finally mixed it up. For the first time, he went heavy up front, rolling with 6 offensive linemen and committing to the run game. And man, it worked. 140 rushing yards. Devin Akani led the charge with 67 on 18 carries. Rookie Allie Gordon III, who'd been waiting for his shot, added 46 yards and a beautiful 20-yard touchdown run, the kind that flips a sideline's energy. That shift brought balance. The passing game opened up. The defense caught its breath. And speaking of defense, what a performance. Jordan Brooks was a monster. 10 tackles, 3 for loss, and a sack. He and the defense held Kirk Cousins to just 173 passing yards and bottled up Bijan Robinson, limiting him to 25 on 9 carries. Atlanta converted only 2 of 11 third downs. That stat alone tells the story. The 34-10 final score wasn't just dominance, it was revival. After weeks of frustration, Dolphins fans could finally breathe, yell, believe again. But this win raises the question: was it a one-off or the start of something real? The answer might be closer than you think, because what's coming next could blow your mind. There's something only Dolphins fans truly get. That mix of frustration and hope, that feeling that your team might drive you crazy one second and make you proud the next. And this past Sunday, that pride came roaring back, not just on the field, but off it too. Because even though he wasn't in uniform, Tyreek Hill made sure everyone remembered who sets the tone in Miami. While Tua and the crew were tearing apart the Falcons, Hill was on Exia, the old Twitter, dropping subtle bombs like he was throwing passes himself. "The app's real quiet right now," he posted, taking a shot at all the haters who'd been clowning the Dolphins. And he was right. After weeks of trash talk and people burying this team, that Sunday silence hit different. Hill might be out for the season after that brutal week for knee injury. But he reminded everyone that leadership isn't about yards, it's about presence. He's become the emotional thermostat for this fan base, always standing up when things get rough. And let's be real, things were rough. Heading into week 8 at 1-6, the vibes were bad. Rumors were flying that McDaniel was on the hot seat. Whispers of locker room tension everywhere. But in one game, Miami flipped the script and earned back respect. And the man behind that was Tua. No one in the NFL took more heat this month, and no one answered louder. After throwing 6 picks in 2 straight losses and getting slammed by analysts, he came out against Atlanta.com, focused, in total control. 20 of 26, 4 touchdowns, no mistakes. A 138.6 rating, his best all season. And don't forget, he did it with one eye practically swollen shut behind that new visor. That's not luck. That's toughness. The fans felt every bit of it. Every completion to Waddle, Akine, Gordon. The offense finally had rhythm again. McDaniel's adjustments, especially balancing the run and pass, gave this team flow. And even from the sidelines, Tyreek was locked in, commenting, reacting, firing everyone up. That kind of energy spreads fast. But let's be honest, consistency is the key now. The challenge is turning one great Sunday into a streak. Next up, a Thursday night showdown with the Baltimore Ravens, one of the most explosive teams in the league. That win over Atlanta lit a spark. But can they keep it burning? Because if what we saw was real, the AFC conversation's about to change. Some wins change narratives. Some redefine identity. What the Dolphins did in Atlanta was both. After the Cleveland disaster, when this team looked lost, they answered the only way a real squad can, with grit, sweat, and attitude. Tua was the heartbeat of that response. Picture it Sunday morning, his eyes swollen shut, doctors unsure if he can go, reporters talking about backups. And he says, "I'm playing." That's the mindset that separates the ones who fold from the ones who rise. 20 of 26, 4 touchdowns, no picks. He didn't just win a game, he won back the locker room, the fans, and a little bit of national respect. Every throw had purpose. Precision passes, quick reads. One to Akane, another to Waddle, one to Malik Washington, and the rookie Gordon closing it out. Clean execution, tight windows, elite rhythm. The kind of performance that makes you wonder, are we finally seeing the real Miami Dolphins? And the defense? Man, they played with fire. After getting pushed around all season, that front 7 showed up with bad intentions. Jordan Brooks was everywhere. 10 tackles, 3 for loss, a sack, pure energy. He and the D-line smothered Bijan Robinson to 25 yards. That's not luck. That's discipline. Kirk Cousins tried to find space, but Miami's coverage locked down everything. 2 for 11 on third downs, game over. The ground game told its own story too. McDaniel finally showed some tactical humility. 6 linemen sets, 37 rushes, clock control. Akane with his speed, Gordon bulldozing through traffic, including that 20-yard touchdown that fired everyone up. That's identity right there. A physical, balanced, confident offense. As the defense held strong and the clock ran down, one thing became clear. The Miami Dolphins are still alive. That 34-10 wasn't just a score. It was a message. A reminder that the AFC better start paying attention. Because when this team plays with purpose, they're dangerous. And what's next might just define the comeback story of the season. What we saw wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Miami Dolphins might stumble, but they don't stay down for long. Tua showed heart, McDaniel showed growth, and the defense showed grit. Now the challenge is to keep it rolling, because Thursday night, it's war against the Ravens. So I'll ask you, Dolphins fans, do you still doubt? If you believe, hold on tight. The tide's turning. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's show the world what Dolphins Nation is all about.